I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna break it. What's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about the reason why the number on the scale remains the same, even though you may be losing inches around your waist. Now, I already created a video called The Reasons Why Your Scale May Be Fluctuating, so I'm not going to get into that. Let's just say by now you should know that the scale is easily manipulated. Now, I know a lot of people can get caught up with that number on the scale, myself included. We all want it to go down. But what a lot of people don't realize is that once you are engaged in a strength training program similar to what's offered by Adrenaline Junkies TT, if you haven't already, you can go to adrenalinejunkiestt.com and check out some of the things they offer. Your body is naturally going to start increasing its muscle mass. So yes, you're going to be losing that body fat. However, it's going to be replaced by muscle mass. So that number on the scale may be going up and down, or it may even just remain the same. All right, and I can speak about one of my clients, Karina. Karina has been training with me for 3 months. The first month was a bit confusing because there was some issues with the scale. She got a new scale the second month. I believe she lost around 3 pounds, if I remember correctly. It was like 3 pounds in like 2.5 weeks. And on the third month, her weight stayed the same. Now, this is with her continuing my workout program, her making some slight adjustments to her nutrition as well. However, it's important to know that Karina has been seeing changes in her body, and most importantly, she did lose 1.5 inches around her waist. So how is it that she lost 1.5 inches around her waist, but the number on the scale stayed the same? Now, as I mentioned before, it is quite possible for this to happen when you are involved in a strength training program. Some studies were done on this topic, and what they concluded was that on average, for every inch lost around your waist, it's equivalent to 8 pounds. Now, if we go back, Karina started my program 3 months ago. When we had this conversation, it was exactly 3 months from her start date. So we're looking at roughly a 12-week period, and she has lost 1.5 inches around her waist. Now, according to these studies, that should be equivalent to 12 pounds of body fat lost. And as I have mentioned in my videos before, you want to keep your weight loss between 0.5 pound to maybe 2 pounds max to ensure that you are actually losing body fat and you're not losing muscle. Now, you can push for a little more depending on how overweight you are, but it's definitely safe to stay between that 1 pound to 2 pound mark. Then you know for sure you're going to be gradually losing body fat, and that body fat is going to stay off. This being said, if we go according to these studies that were done, Karina has been on schedule with her body fat loss, even though it has not been seen on the scale. However, it's shown in the inches, and when she looks at herself in the mirror, she takes pictures of herself, she sees the results from the work that she's been putting in. Now, with that being said, I can mention one of my videos that I recorded a while back in which I showed you 4 ways in which you can track your progress. It's important, like I said this in the video, please don't get caught up in the scale. I know it's easier said than done, but please don't. Like, the number can fluctuate so easily for so many different reasons. Like, you don't even need the scale, to be honest. You can use inches, measure your body. You can take pictures of yourself. You can track the way you feel. How do you feel? How have you been feeling since you started your program, since you started working out, since you changed your diet? You can use your clothes. Put on some clothes that are fitting you tight. In a month's time, you come back, you try it on again. How is it fitting you now? When people see you, you go see people who you haven't seen in a while. Are they giving you compliments? Are they mentioning your weight loss? Like, these are all factors, and there's so much more that you can use to measure. You can use your flexibility, your mobility, your endurance, your stamina. All these areas you can use to track your progress. The scale is just one, and the scale may not be accurate. Like I said, a pound of fat is equivalent to a pound of muscle. Right? Some days you're gonna be storing a lot more water in your body compared, depending on what you had to eat previously. Some days you're gonna be a lot lighter than you are because you may have just sweated a lot the day before. There's so much factors that goes into it, and it's important not to really have that number affect how you feel, your confidence, your self-esteem. Okay, it's just data. That's what I say. It's just data. It's all data. You just want to keep gathering as much data as you can about yourself and use it to help you move forward. And it doesn't get more complicated than that. So please don't let the scale frustrate you or demotivate you. You've been exercising, continue to make adjustments to your nutrition where you can, and you are going to see the results. All right, just be patient and keep up the good work.